All right, so let's go through the 5968 Landlord Starter Kit. Now, it has been sold online and it's been bought by a couple of people already. And to those who have bought the manual, if you need assistance on how to use it, we are free. Contact us so that we can book in a time to go through with you next month in June, because we're running a workshop as well in June for those who are interested, those who already have properties or homes and they're interested in renting out their homes. So we're using that manual to run the workshop so that those landlords are able to earn a rental income. Now, what this manual contains, I'll just go through briefly so that it provides a guide for those who are interested and have been asking, and those who have not viewed the manual, who have not had the opportunity to see what the manual contains. Now, basically, this is to screen smart, protect your property, and reduce risks. That is the purpose of why this manual was created. The introduction is owning and renting out property in Papua New Guinea is a serious responsibility. Homes are built through years of sacrifice, savings, and family support. When tenants are selected without a proper process, landlords often face avoidable stress, disputes, and financial loss. This landlord starter kit was created to help landlords do these things: screen tenants fairly and consistently, protect their property and assets, reduce disputes and unpaid rents, set clear expectations from the start. Okay, if you can remember, just last week there was a news that came out about a verbal agreement that was done on a property, and when that verbal agreement didn't fall through, they went through the court process to be compensated for it. That is why, and part of the reason why we developed this guide, so that we do not go through the court process of fixing stuff that can be documented, and you can provide that as evidence in an agreement form. Now, this kit is practical, it's PNG relevant because it came from my personal experience, and it's designed for everyday landlords. Again, disclaimer here, this is not a legal document. You are free to seek legal advice as well. How to use this kit. This kit should be used before any tenancy agreement is signed. And the recommended order would be right after you advertise your property, you put it out on the market, either through paid advert or organic advertising through Facebook or WhatsApp or whichever platform that you use to advertise your property, and then you have a successful applicants. The first thing you should do is the prospective tenant completes the tenant screening application form. Now, the tenant screening application form has all the questions that the tenant needs to complete, and that once they complete it and they submit to you, it should not take 1 or 2 days. It only takes an hour or so for them to sit down, not even 1 hour, a few minutes for them to sit down and complete the form online. And then when that information has been successfully provided in the application form, then you go on to the information is assessed using the tenancy scoring matrix. Now, we've developed a scoring matrix from 1 up to 100, and there are categories in there that if they score 100 or up to a certain percentage, then they are eligible. If they are not within the certain criteria or percentage, then those are the tenants that you can let go. Again, bearing in mind that you want quality and you want to make sure that you get the right tenant who is able to help you achieve your goals of eventually earning a rental income. And the third thing that will happen right after the tenant scoring matrix is the decision is documented. And this is done not outside manually, it is done online. So all of those information once the prospective tenants complete those forms, they are all documented online, and once they click enter, those documents come directly to you. After that, then you can proceed on to the tenancy agreement. Tenancy agreement is a template as well in there that you can use, and once that tenancy agreement is signed, then the tenant acknowledges and signs the house rules as well. The house rules are guides on what you want or how you want your house to be used during the renting or lease period. Now, in property management, we have 596 have coined the term prevention is always cheaper than repair. You can hear it from the medical field or the health field. You will hear them saying prevention is better than cure. But when it comes to property management, we are saying prevention is always cheaper than repair. So there we go. I'll just give you a brief of the sections. There are 4 sections in this manual, and the section 1 is the tenancy screening application, and the purpose of it is to collect consistent and verifiable information from all prospective tenants. Now, section 2 is the tenant scoring matrix, and the purpose for this one is to remove emotions from tenant selection and support fair decision making. Okay. And section 3 is the residential tenancy agreement contextualized in the PNG setting, and this is to provide or clearly define rights, responsibilities, and expectations from both the landlord and the tenant. Section 4 is the tenant house rules. Now, purpose of this is to manage day-to-day living expectations and protect the property and surrounding community, as well as providing a safe environment for the tenant as well as the other tenants around the same vicinity. And section 5 of this is the disclaimer. So this landlord starter kit is provided for general guidance only and does not constitute legal advice. Landlords are encouraged to seek independent legal advice when necessary. Again, this is basically from us at 5968 based on our experience, and we've developed this, and I'm sure it will help every other liklik manmeri where you plagatol house na you plapainim hat, now I'm hard lo look out him all family blame because cost blow get something and big one tap. So this la liklik manuel and by helping you lo run him good and a rental income in the end. So I think that's all. I will leave it at here, and I hope that you guys find the time to buy this manual and try it out and use it. It is practical, it's simple, it's not really complicated. It's very easy for PNG landlords to understand. I hope that sorts some curiosity, and if you need a copy of this one, please get in touch with us. Thank you.